Exciting times, don't we? We've got artificial intelligence, space travel, even self-driving cars, and there are so many more changes in the air.
Well, the feeling isn't especially new, though. Pretty much every generation has a sense that monumental changes are up ahead.
Okay, yeah. So consider, for example, a day in August 1929. That's when a glimpse of the future landed at the airport in Hebron. Jim Duffy of Secrets of the Eastern Shore is here for a high-flying edition of Throwback Thursday. Welcome, Jim. And I know a thing or two about local airports, and I know there is no airport in Hebron.
There was an airport
Okay.
in Hebron. There was an airport in Hebron. It opened in September of 1928. It was called the Delmarva Airport. It was the dream of a rich guy from Philadelphia, Charles Bayer. He surveyed the whole mid-Atlantic trying to find where to put his little airport. And he picked Hebron because it was the best combination of flat land, convenient location, and pleasant living.
Pleasant
Not
living.
bad, right? He got it pretty good. So it opened. So here's the funniest thing I'm going to say today. All right, when it opened, on grand opening, I think it was Labor Day weekend, 1928. There's no air traffic control. There's no GPS. There's nothing like that. How do you find a brand new airport? You have all the building owners in downtown Salisbury paint arrows on top of their building.
Really?
They did. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
So tell us about the day then that the future landed at
All
the
right, so that was
airport.
that was the next year, 1929, just before the stock market crashed. And you know, when people through the years see the future, they see things, sometimes they needed glasses. You know, it doesn't turn out quite the way they expected. So these small airports, they were supposed to be the future. I've got like all these quotes from engineers and astronomers who of that time who say that big planes with hundreds of people, mathematical impossibility. It's never going to happen. We're only going to be able to go like 400 miles. So these small airports and go to Norfolk and go to Washington, they were supposed to be the future, but it didn't turn out that way. But there was a big ship at that time that everybody thought was the future, and that was blimps, airships, dirigibles, the whole Hindenburg thing hadn't happened yet. So that's what landed at the Hebron Airport. And it was a company in Chicago called Monarch. They were a specialty grocery company. And they were flying their store into the airport and inviting everyone to come and shop inside the blimp. They had shelves of canned goods and food all over the place.
Oh my goodness.
And I laughed too, but then when you start to think about it, you're like, you know, what if, you know, some store, let's say Trader Bill's, flew into our area once a quarter, and you could go through, get all your favorite frozen foods, and we didn't have to do online petitions saying get Trader Bill's to come to our town and all that. It's actually not a bad future. I think they had a better idea than the one we got.
Yeah. So how did it work out?
Well, the airships all went away, but still, you know, it might have just taken a little while. This is like the part where it's like, So there's a lot of talk, first of all, about travel, the big ships. There's now there's an airship luxury travel company that's like taking people down in Antarctica and flying over, and it's all like on glass and everything like that. So they could see it. And there's also people talking about bringing airships back to do ocean cargo, like container ship kind of cargo, because there's so much less pollution with the airship. So maybe those people back then,
We're on to something.
you know, maybe the future's actually coming around, and maybe somebody from Trader Bill's executive suite will watch today's episode. And next thing you know, they'll have a plan for the blimp that will. I'll stop now.
No, it's great. Jim Duffy, thank you so much. That is great. Thinking of the past and the future, all in one Throwback Thursday.
Fascinating.